Hello everybody. We're back in Hogwarts. Well, the Highlands. Because obviously last time we tried this we were out exploring and trying to get this goblin his cart back. So let's see if I can actually do it this time.
If you are there.
Oh lovely, the moment I press the unpause button. I didn't seem to do much use that range. Right, bring you back to me. Okay. Doing a tiny bit better. Can we vanish from them? This is the question.
I wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for.
Yeah, I think we've managed to evade them. Ooh. Oh, come on, I was invisible.
Easily done. Surrender now.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, that was meant for me. You won't stop me.
I need more magic. I need more spells. Right. Wow. Okay, so they're really coming out at me now. Back to being invisible. Can we...
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Yeah, there is a Merlin trial here. We are okay with that. Grab these few ingredients while we're here, because we will be needing those. We will probably do the Merlin trial while we're here as well, just to get it sorted. What we got? Don't see much around here. Well, I do see an enemy. Why can't I? There we go. You saw nothing.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other
Right.
way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
I think we've just got these two enemies. Okay, got him. And we got him.
That was quite something.
There we go, we actually got faster that time.
Trion's carts.
So yeah, we gotta do the carts. They're just in here. Should be the moment we open this, they should start. There we go.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to on.
There we go. They're just going to return to the goblin now. Right. While we are here, we're going to do this Merlin trial. Okay. So I think... yeah, this one should be as simple as we bring these orbs to the thing. Yeah, that's it. Talk about a green thumb, it just grows instantly.
Rebellion.
Anything in here? Nothing? Sometimes the goblin camps have stuff inside. And I don't just mean like chests like this, like I mean like actually in the tents. Which is why I like to cast Revelio around it, just to try and get it. Yeah, that's 2. And the third one. Oop, my God. Right, there's something up there. There's there. Cool, this over here. No. Hitting it does nothing. So hopefully we're within range to jump. We are perfect. Currently I've played nothing but like Jedi Survivor for the last few days because I've just seen it was on the Game Pass. So my mind's still trying to be like, oh yeah, we can do this, this and this. Like, no, we're playing a different game now. It's like, focus. Alright. Where was... How are you meant to get... Just seems pointless. Okay. The orbs are over here at least. Behind vines. We have just a spell for that. Burn the forest down is what I say. Burn it down, get what we need. Alright, that should be another Merlin trial done.
Merlin himself would be proud.
There we go, that's another one. What's this? Collect. Oh, a bit of money. Okay. Right. Let's return to Arn. Let him know his wagon should be on their way back. If they're not there already. I mean, we did waste a bit of time just doing that puzzle, wasn't it? Press the wrong buttons! There we go. It's always best to cast Revelio off that, because you don't know if they've dropped the spider thing or nothing. It's really annoying as well, because it's like, in the dark you can't see it. You might see like a little dot above to say that something has dropped or there's something there. But nothing else. Followed a nice winding path. What was this? Some money. That's not so bad. So I'm not seeing the cards. And we came directly here, so what happens?
If you're here for my wares...
Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
It was difficult, it was no trouble.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right.
Considering
Oh,
they
I can't wait to
killed
have
me,
my things
yeah,
back,
it was a
especially
bit
my
difficult.
paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
Yeah, sounds wonderful.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Okay, so that's dealt with him then.
All the best.
Let's have a look in gear. Yeah, we can put this one on. Gives me more. Which we change the thing in a minute. 23, 26. I just want to have big buffs to whatever I've got. Definitely got more defense than I have offense. So really don't like some of these cosmetic stuff. Right, I think that works.
Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my way.
So,
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
you can buy my stuff.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Just sell it all. Because we're going to need the money later on
Hope to
for
see you again sometime.
other stuff. Particularly for the rumour requirements. What's this? You can just go and skim stones. I love it. Right, let's get back to... Well, let's get back on track. Again, I don't want to be using the fast travel. I want to be trying to do this as much as possible with just running around. Because then we get the whole experience. We get to explore everywhere. Like running across this very rickety looking bridge. And actually, on another note, I actually figured out how to do this, but it requires us to have a particular spell. And what it is we have to stop this at a particular marking. So like there, you can see the door opening, sort of thing. I'll just run over it a minute. But you can see that when this gets to the very end, it's over its icon, and the door starts opening. But because the pendulum doesn't stay on there long, it doesn't stay open for long, or it doesn't get all the way open. That's what we need the spell for. And I don't know when, I can't remember when we learned it. So... Also, again, just... We're running around at night, for God's sake. And it's always been said in Hogwarts, oh, the prefects roam the corridors, they deduct points. But there's no one here to deduct us points. No current. You are not currently tracking anything. What do you mean I'm not currently tracking anything? Herbology class or Hecat's one? I want to go do Hecat's first, because that's Expelliarmus. That's another spell to use. Guide me, my faithful little book. Okay, that was a bit pathetic. I don't think I needed guidance for that. Right. Attend defense against dark arts during the day. So, let's go to our map. Let's choose to wait. And that just speeds up the thing. There we go. And then if we come out here, perfect. So look, it's a regular day in class. Just love how it's just not like it's just such a small class. It's just the main NPCs. And again, Slytherin's getting on with Hufflepuffs and whatnot. It's unheard of.
I hope you're able to take care of everything I have.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
There we go.
Good work. The dummy.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
I did not mean to click on her.
Actually, perhaps another time.
Perhaps. Good to see you think things through.
Whoops. Nah, we never think things through. I just do. Right. Now, we have Expelliarmus.
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
It may very well do.
Still, I see.
Incendio!
Just throw all of them into one. Alright. Now that we've got that, let's go to herbology. Now we get to learn about the whole potting plants and such. Actually, is he? He is, but I'll come back to him later. We'll get some main stuff done first, and then I'll start running around and doing.
Conjuring pillar. Ended up with a hedgehog.
Another howler. I do love how this place is really like the environment's just built in so well. So you can run through a corridor and just hear howlers screaming at people, or like pages flying around. Here we go. So, our biology class. Now we get to learn how to do bits and pieces.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
I love that, just like the teacher giving out gifts.
Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
The class seems unimpressed.
Growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantments and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today Today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
She seems like such an airhead.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
What did she give us? Is that close?
Grip their mandrakes by the
Did we
tendrils
really
and
just
lift up
stuff
the
our ears
top.
full of, like, garlic or something? Let's rip it out. I like the way everyone's got like a baby one. And we seem to have this big chubby thing. Also, if we've got earplugs in, how are we hearing what she says?
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Repair!
Also, that glass should have came down on everything.
Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
We didn't do it, I swear. We're innocent.
I wonder if hippos like knotgrass. Yes, Professor? Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I actually did enjoy
I
that.
enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm. How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds. I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade. You visited the magic mead. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Yeah.
Let's see how to balance my
If I'm
star
correct,
puzzle
it takes about
with
10 minutes.
properties, making a
But
vital ingredient
this is what we
for
get. We get a
all
potting table.
As you also know
And
from
depending on the
Professor
size, we can actually plant a load more stuff. And some of this is actually really useful, like combat-wise. So, like mandrakes, you can basically have them scream at the enemy. Venomous tentacular, tentacular. You kind of just throw it down, it sprouts, and shoots like a poison blob. And I think the last one, yes, Chinese chomping cabbage. We'll learn about those in a minute, but you just throw them down and they attack. Anyway, we're doing dittany. It's going to take 9 minutes to grow.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, dear, and let them have a good chomping. Yes, Professor. They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see
Love
me
she
when
says
you're
I'll
finished.
give them a good
Oh,
chomping.
mind your fingers. They do bite.
Nah. Didn't think anything with the name chomping would. Again, she seems a bit of an
Saw you on your way
airhead.
to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm
You
Liam.
also saw us do a
I'll
lot
be
of things,
showing you
mate.
the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead.
Okay, so off we go. Again, I
Nice
do
work in
love
defense
how
against
these
the dark arts,
environments
by the
have
way.
been put together so well.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian, and he's good. Thinks
Could have
he's
just gone
really
down
good.
there, but I would have really
But you
loved to look
outright
around.
slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Dude, you
Didn't
had a
she
dragon
stop
head
that
fall
dragon
at you.
skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight.
Something's just
Gryffindors
flashed
fight with
up.
honor. And,
Not grass
Ravenclaws
sprig.
too.
Yeah, we can see them all down there.
Here we are.
Yeah,
Home
we
of
could have
the
just
Chinese
gone
Churchill
through
Pact.
rooms, but each their own, I suppose.
Now, see that dummy? They'll do the rest.
I see it. I'm just grabbing a few other things. There you go, got some more mallow sweet there and some dissolutes. So hold our LB and we can see what we've got. So this would be our wheel for like potions, obviously the bits and pieces we can take out like mandrakes. We've only got this at the moment. But you can just launch it and it just
Look at
attacks.
that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some of
And
the
it just
garden
rolls
last year
around.
to keep the gnomes out.
Look at
I
it.
did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
Looks so stupid.
Vicious little bastards, aren't
Hello
they?
there, Farsight.
My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit
Yeah,
of backup,
it's just it's
even if it's from
consumables.
cabbage.
It's
But-
chaos out there.
It's kind of like having a teammate in your pocket.
You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I mean, now we can just run through the door, but why we couldn't just do that to begin with, I don't know.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
Love the way she's still teaching everyone. Like, she just sent us to do an errand. It's like, hey, what about our
Remarkable plans,
education?
aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
As am I. Plants offer so much. Don't care much for plants, honestly. I mean, they offered me quite a bit in terms of
I'm
consumables
eager to learn
and
more.
potions.
I'm glad. Herbology is a
I just need to
profoundly
learn the
subject.
potions.
Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Again, she is such an airhead. How's our thing going? So another 5 minutes and we can harvest this. I'm sure whatever she covered won't be part of the final exam. Pretty sure of it myself.
Plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
So we can inspect this, and we can see like it'd be ready in like just over 4 minutes. It'll yield us 5. You can add fertilizers to this plant to increase its yield. You can create fertilizer by conjuring a dung composter, and that's stuff that we get for the room at requirements. Considering that needs 5 minutes, let's move on to our next class. If I remember to come back and collect that, I will. But the best thing is we don't lose seeds. Everything's still there.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black.
Trying to see if I can. Yeah, this is it.
He knows more
I'm
than
just
he
like,
says
which
around about the
way
clock.
was it? Was it down the stairs or is it in that room? It's like, yes, it's in this room.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw.
Woohoo!
Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own.
I'm not sure if he needs a
You never
Wiggenweld
know
potion or
when
if he
you
just needs a
might
toilet
need
where he's
it.
walking.
Please begin.
But anyway, now we get to learn the Wiggenweld potion. Again, it's just button prompts
Use
and
a
stuff
strong,
at
even
the moment.
motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
So this is why I collect stuff out in the wild. This is why I get like the toadstools, the hawkblood juice, the leeches, the moonstone, because all of this will come in handy for productions like this,
I see most of you have
or
not forgotten how to stir.
even actually just making like stuff in the room requirements later.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own
Sounds like you would get
ingredients.
access to brewing and
Some
growing
can be
soon.
harvested
You'd
from the
think
plants
that.
you grow in your herbology
You
class.
would think
Rarer
that.
ones can be purchased.
I've
Others,
been playing my
however,
other
may be harder
saves
to obtain
a little
and
bit
will require
more,
you to be a bit
and I've
more
only just unlocked it.
resourceful.
And I've
Seems
done
when you
this
finish
and
brewing,
herbology maybe a little
you'll
while
see through
ago,
skill
or
or
maybe
luck
a
the
bit
first
longer
time
ago.
round.
So if I can just maybe speed through some story-related
My parents
stuff.
considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Yeah, if I can just do this main stuff for a moment, then I can possibly get it.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
You did, but why do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Oh, another
Pleasure to
Weasley.
meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Whooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Oh, sure. Just break the rules to the guy. No.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Whooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
No.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Yeah. Sort something else out. I could collect a Whooper feather, though. Right, mongrel fur, ashwinder eggs, chest, a note. Looks like it's instructions for his other job. Do I take the feather or not? I mean, it's glowing bloody purple, for God's sake. No, we're not taking it. We're not getting involved. Right. Potion station unlocked. We've got a potion station always in here. So there you go, you can actually see. We can brew Wiggenweld, which will take 15 seconds. We can brew Edurus, which will take 30 seconds. These aren't automatic either, so you can't just put it on, leave it, and it just brews more and more and more. You have to be like, okay, I want this to brew, this to brew, this to brew, collect it after the seconds, and done. So you're only brewing what you particularly want. This is why when I had my room requirements in my first game, I think I had like 6 brewing stations, so I could brew up like 2 of each potion for the time being, or 2 of the basic ones for starters. There we go. Pick that up. Leave it as that for the time being.
We add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait,
And
it's not supposed to.
Gareth has blew up his cauldron.
What happened?
Yeah, I think not doing it was the wise thing. Not helping him.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class.
I want points.
Student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
Points,
A
points,
rare
points.
occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Damn you, give me points.
I think each of us has had enough excitement.
Oh well.
Class is dismissed.
There is little bits and bobs around here that we can collect. I also feel like this class should have been done before herbology, especially as he says about herbology. But then of course, Garlic turns around and says about thing as well.
Enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okay, so can't go in there. We need level 1 unlock.
Oh, my robes are going to reek from that.
So this is where we are now on track for story mode again. And we have to do a lot of quest stuff. Game, no points for you. I know, it's mean. It's no points for anyone. So, my thing is now is what do I do? Do I quickly go around and do side quests and collect the rewards from them? Because there is quite a few by the looks of it. Appearance, cash in the castle. Okay. None of them really give me much. So I think Ollivander's is the only place. So it might be best just to do the main story stuff. What level am I? Level 13. Right. Main story it is. Can't get any more spells currently, so there's no point doing that. The side quests that are around only give like appearance or like a spellcraft, but I can do that later. To Hogsmeade then. Also, this quest I'm about to do is actually split into 4 parts. And the thing is, it's split into 4 parts, but you cannot do all 4 parts, because each part is linked to a particular house. So I know with Gryffindor, which was my first save, I know that you went with Nearly Headless Nick to the Headless Hunt to find the ghost. With Slytherin, I've seen Slytherins. You feed a piece of toast to a squid mural and collect something. With Hufflepuff, and Hufflepuff is actually probably the best. You actually get to visit Azkaban, which is really good. And obviously with this one, you're doing a task for Ollivander here. So each one's different, but they all tie in together.
The castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Grab some toadstools. I'm going to avoid the main road and just run up the hill here. Because I know that we went past the main road last time. Things will be a little bit easier when I've got buffskins. You can actually catch these little guys later on. What's this? Ashwinder eggs. Useful for later. Especially making those Endurance potions. I mean, I don't want to run through someone's field. Okay, here we go. I will pay a visit to some of the shops while I'm here before I do Ollivander's.
Does it get any more cozy than
Especially this one here, the spellcrafts.
I was wondering when I'd see you again.
Let's have a look. Beast feeder, beast toy box, shopping station, dung composter. So potting table with 2 large pots, potting table with large pots, material refiner, hopping pot spellcraft. Unlocks the ability to conjure a hopping pot. This type of magical little pot will periodically brew a random selected potion. Potting table with medium, potting table with 2 medium, potting table with 3 medium, 3 small, 5 small potion, and a T-shaped potion. I have got 4,000. Hufflepuff, off to your expendable, so off to Azkaban you go. Yeah, I mean, it kind of did feel like that. They try to say that you're helping someone with something, but literally the moment you get there, you have the Dementors come straight at you. And it's not even like you have the Patronus spell, so it's just a cutscene where the NPC defends you. Which is weird, because the Patronus spell is actually in the game files. So they could have had it as a spell you could have learned. Let's learn potting table. Let's get the potting table with 5 small and the medium potions table. Leaves me 500 left.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do.
There is absolutely nothing you can do for me now, mate. Put the gloves on for a bit more offense. I do not like that white though, because that just looks hideous. Where is... I have my dueling gloves back on, thank you. Alright, and then just quickly
Let's look at what
re-talk
we
to
have,
him,
shall we?
just to sell that.
A pleasure doing business with you.
So 669.
Else I can do to
Nice. The next place I want to quickly visit is the Magical Neep. So Ollivanders, if I run around this way, keep running, keep going. Also, there's meant to be an update for this game soon. I think it's meant to come out this week, called the Summer Update. And it's meant to give us, like every other platform is meant to have what was called the PlayStation exclusive quest. So, if I remember, I might get on with that. Right. I've got nothing to sell, so what have you got? Mallow Sweet, Shrivel Fig, Fluxweed needs a large pot, Knotgrass needs a small pot, Mallow Sweet needs a small pot. Well, considering I've only got small pots, it might just be worth getting Knotgrass and Mallow Sweet. And then when I can conjure stuff...
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
You say stack shelf, mate. I only need to see you like once every other time. Once I've brought the seeds, that's it. I never have to see you again. Right. So we've got a few more bits now for the rumour requirements. Let's go and do these quests. I don't think so. Come here. We want to get as much experience as we can. Because this quest also unlocks us talents.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Sounds intriguing. I'm not sure I'm up to the task. How will this benefit me? It's always about me. I actually am intrigued about this one.
Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw.
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
So, why don't you continue searching the Owlery? Why that wand? Why did he steal it?
Surely you could continue searching the Owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes, and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh yes, it's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
So it's sentimental, that's it.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumour had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Ah, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Okay, so we have to go back to Hogwarts to the owl. Oh dear. So yeah, we'll get talents unlocked after this sort of main quest thing. Nothing else. No. Okay. So, Detective Rika on the case. Detective Rika would benefit from a broom right about now. Or a hippogriff. I know I said I'd run everywhere, but even this is ridiculous. Okay, I think I am going to use fast travel. Because my god, trying to run this whole length is going to kill me. I don't even have the fast travel to there yet. My god. Right. With fast travel for this particular quest, because it will take us all over the place. Like, it's going to take us to the Owlery, it's going to take us back, it's going to take us to the Forbidden Forest, it's going to take us to the frickin' effing house. It's going to have bits and pieces to everywhere. So we've got this area here, which is the Beast Classroom. I think if we run back a bit, yeah, we got the Summoner's Court bit here with someone pacing back and forth. But also that's the flying grounds where we do our broom work later. So let's get up to the Owlery. Blast that for a bit more moonstone, because that's what's useful for spellcrafts later. That's what we use to summon stuff, apparently. So God forbid that we just do magic. No, you've got to actually convert it to something. Might as well use a useless stone, apparently. Weird that I'm running around my wand drawn at all times. I mean, if I stop, we do put the wand away, I think. Is she going to put it away? You're just going to stand there? Put the wand away, Rika. My book. No, the book disappeared, but the wand stays. Okay, that is a bit odd.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
I mean, I know we do put the wand away at times. It's a bit odd that we're not doing it right now. Huh, thanks for pointing that out. Anyway, we're up here.
Me, owls. I'm here to help a friend. Now, where are those statues?
Well, I'm staring one right in the face. But
I recognise those handles. Should do the trick.
yes, Rika has to be very ready to smash pots.
Perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
So now we're basically just ripping apart
Here's a welcome
the owlery.
I'd best keep looking.
I mean, I just ripped the owlery apart to do this. Is that it? Let's go up another flight.
Birds aren't afraid of heights. Perhaps I should look a bit higher. Statues here. This will do nicely.
I mean, I'm literally just ripping everything apart right now. If I'm not careful, I'm going to fall off this edge.
Here's a welcome surprise. I'd best keep looking. No statues here.
There was a flying page. There! Got it. Okay. Have I broken every panel yet?
I'd best keep looking.
Now it feels like I have.
This will do nicely.
I need to get to the other side. Thankfully there is a walk around. What's this? Map with floating candles. Okay.
A map. It doesn't
Ghost
appear
of
to be
our love.
connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Don't remember that in the Hufflepuff one. To be fair, I also don't remember it in the Gryffindor one. But it could have been in the Gryffindor one.
No statues here.
Okay. The owls were surprisingly chill about you wrecking the place. Yes, they were. They were very chill about me just destroying everything. Right. I'm missing one. Where to... Oh, really? I missed one. Give me that.
What's happening?
Hopefully we're getting something. Subtle. Well, I guess we know how he
Could
died.
it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So, Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
How did you lose your head? Why did you take the wand? How did you steal from Peeves?
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Beware a light breeze.
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons.
But as you can see, I never got the chance.
I mean, just don't take it in the first place, mate.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Good to know he put us back down on the owlery floor. There we go, level 14. So, next up is what I tend to call the part 5, because this part 5 is everyone's part. And luckily we have the Expelliarmus charm, so we're fine for this. Where do we need to go? Jackdaw's Rest on the edge of the forest. Once again, I will use the fast travel for this, because I am not running this length. I wondered what the noise was. It's the daffodils. What was that? We'll take that. Money never hurts. And a few ingredients. So, before I go any further, Lumos, Expelliarmus, and Incendio. Now, it is the Forbidden Forest. Things can get a bit dark in here. Okay, here we go.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say Intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Says a lot about you, mate. Says absolutely a lot. So, now we're just following the ghost for the moment.
Anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me.
I will admit, he doesn't take us very far. Yeah, he takes us to about here.
Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
See,
Is that
what
Latin?
does annoy me
Greek?
is he's gone this way, so you'd expect the path to go this way. But it's actually that way. And it's like, well, why did you go off the path to say that?
Nothing to do now but keep going.
So yeah, again, it is going to be very dark for the next few moments. I mean, if I turn off Lumos, it's not as dark. I mean, some of the paths. I mean, what you're probably seeing is a lot lighter than what I'm seeing on mine.
Lumos. The
So,
waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his
Right,
word.
leech juice, we'll grab some of that. That was the wrong part though. This one. What creature's over here? That's gonna be... Oh, it's just more puffskins. That's fine. Can use them later to make us some real money. But the game's got a heavy no poaching type thing to it because you're battling poachers and whatnot.
Solemn about this place.
But you can capture the creatures yourself to like give them a proper home,
There it is.
and then
just
just sell.
Jackdaw described. Revelio.
Right. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted Incendio, not Expelliarmus. Let's grab you and you. And now we're going.
Intramuros.
And then we're going to get attacked. But you can see what the password does.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Redrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Literally just right in the middle of three. It's like, come on. Pressing wrong button.
Why can't I hit you?
Like I'm pressing the wrong buttons every time. I'm like, ah no, dodging instead of blocking. Okay. Let's get in quick. Jackdaw's tomb.
I wonder how big this place is.
Now, this place is going to come in handy because it has a lot of orc life around here as well. And that's useful for Wiggenwell potions. Has a few hundred spiders as well. Bit of moonstone. And then a couple of simple puzzles.
Humans must have something to do with opening this door.
Yep. Opens the door and starts to reconstruct the bridge.
Must be where this all leads. Revelio. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
So we can see a spiral on the wall
I
there.
wonder if any of my spells
See a
will
lot
work
over
with
there.
this.
Just look at that. All that red. Those little splodges.
Incendio.
Time to invade their home. Come on, let me through. Yeah, that's got me going a bit better now. So, a lot more around here, these little ones. But I just want to get some of the loot that's around this area as well. Now, considering we're starting to do a little bit better, I'm going to do that. Like you can tell I'm concentrating because I'm not making any sound at all. I'm just trying to focus. That should be enough. And this is what I meant by using Revelio to find some of the pieces. Because they're droppers, but sometimes you just won't notice them. Especially out in like the Hogwarts grounds and whatnot. You won't even see that little gold beam that sticks out. I think there was something over here. No, I think it's just the chest in the back. No, it doesn't want me to use them. That's the maximum amount I can have out at once. That's what the counter means. So while I've got 7 of those cabbages, I can only have 3 out at once. Later on, you can really break it with some traits and such, like the herbology traits, because what it does is it makes it appear like it makes it spawn out a lot more than what you actually have.
Platform to me, I could likely get on it.
Okay. Using Revelio, make sure I'm not missing anything. Like that. Okay.
I'm glad Richard Jekyll left a little something behind for me, but...
Right. What did I... How many slots have I got left? 10 out of 20 gear. That's fine, because that should be plenty of slots to just raid this place. It means I don't have to worry too much about having my gear clogged up or not being able to take everything. Yeah, so... Yeah, later on you can really break it by, like, having so much... Like, you could have, like, 8, 9, maybe even 10 cabbages out at once. So, like, 3 times the amount that you're meant to have. And obviously you're thinking you've got, like, 10 cabbages fighting for you. Don't have to do that much.
But I may as well help myself to this.
It is useful to have right now, though, because I will get a little bit swarmed with some spiders, some areas. So... Even I'm not going to be able to dodge and such everything. Like when I can funnel them like this and have them in one area, this ain't so bad. And one's behind me. Don't like it when they sneak up on me. Don't like it when any enemy sneak up on me.
Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this.
So 1, 2, and where's the third? Third's there. There we go. I mean, the puzzle's not hard. Not hard at all. You just got to know where the bits are to hit. But that deals with that. So next area is now open. More Hawk Club juice. Again, we're going to need this for our Wiggenweld potions. And then... I feel like they could have done more like little jump scares around here as well. Like a big spider that suddenly crawls past there, or something that snatches you from one of those. But, yeah. I know I say I don't mind spiders, but even they creep me out when they're like this. Right.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in
Bit
his
of
search for
money.
his cave.
Nothing back this way. Nope, just the way I came.
Rebellion.
The caves are one of the less popular parts of the game. No, not because of the spiders, mind you, just not that engaging. Yeah, the caves are really sort of like...
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down
They
there.
do make the game very linear. But it does break it up from all the open exploring stuff. I think any game needs a bit of linear when it's quite a big open world game. I just think that, yeah, you're right, they should have been a bit more engaging.
I bet Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Don't think there's anything left in this bit. A couple of big spiders, a couple of smaller spiders. Deal with him promptly. Okay, I think that was... yeah, that's fine. Again, don't really see much down there.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
Yeah, this does make you wonder. It's like Jackdaw is meant to be like a thief or something. And he hasn't looted any of these chests or anything. It's like, okay. Right, cabbages! Help! I will say that the cabbages really do take out the enemies real quick. So we will be making a lot of those. When I can remember where to buy the seeds. Think it's the place through it told me about. But without money I need to
Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this
go through it. I feel I've taken the right route without thinking. Which means there's still a bit up here, or back this way, that I want to explore.
But I may as well help myself to this.
Quickly hop back on our platform. Bit of Accio power there. Yeah, I went the right way to start with.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
Okay, now we can continue on this path. So yeah, we need the Hawk Lump juice that we're collecting here for Wiggenweld potions. There are other places we can collect it. We can also buy it if needs be. I think this just loops back round and big. Yeah, sign of a big circle, but I need to go back up to do the Aya parts. Yeah, that's just a loop for me. Yep. So if we go back round, we can use the platform now to do whatever's up there. I love how I'm going to this one, but my one's still focused on the other one. Okay. So we're finding little bits of money. Not lots.
I'm glad Richard Jekyll left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
I think I'd be preferring it if I could find more money. Oh, that's just an overlook to look over there. Is that okay? Collect. That's Wiggenwell potion.
Untouched chest.
Collect that for money. Nothing here. Okay, I think that's everything explored. So only to go that way now. I think before we do, pressing the wrong buttons again. I'm pressing for the map when I should be pressing for the gear. Let's have a quick check. So weaker, so we'll leave that. Asylum mask. It's stronger though. Looks bulky. Not a fan of that. 28, 30, 24, 23. We'll go straight for 30. Got a floral fedora. Again, I don't like how it hides all the hair in one go. It's just stupid. Dusty wool scarf. Yeah, it's got a bit of a boost to it. Robes. We've got 31, 38. And obviously legendary, you can upgrade it 3 times. You can put a level 3 trait slot in there, or level 3 trait. So if I had traits, I could upgrade it. What we got? 29, 31, 32. They didn't care who I was until I put on the mask. Oh god, Batman references. Well, the mask is coming off. Along with the hat. That dusky wool look actually looks pretty nice for the black. We're going to go back for the school robes though. Keep our school colours going. And we're going to put on our dark appearance again. There we go. And actually our defence and offence is almost balanced out now. So we've got a good mix between the two.
There it is. The bridge is almost complete.
Yeah, there it is. Followed by a lot of these guys. So I've learned that if you actually use Leviosa on these ones before they get into the ground, it's like an instant kill because you like rip them in 2 or something. So. Right. Whoa, he's going very fast. Let's not have you go very fast. Oh look, and there's the big ones. Well, I'm not dealing with you guys at all. We can just turn you very... We can use our ancient magic for that. Whoa, what was that? Okay, did not expect him to come out of the ground at us. This is why I hate these ones. But this should be the final puzzle. Get a moonstone here. So it should be... Well, actually, before I... No, I shouldn't have done that so quick, but...
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot. There's no sign of him.
Find them first. So one's down there, one's there, and one's up there. So 1, 2, and 3. I don't think the little roll was necessary, but I did it anyway. There we go. Right, so there's the bridge.
Getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages.
And yeah, there's his remains.
Those splinters must be what's left of Ollivander's wand. At least I can take the pages.
I am actually curious though, can we... Like his head's been cleaned right off there. But I can't see anything else. Where are these splinters of a wand? Well, it must be what's in his hand, but...
Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Wouldn't call it much of a map, but we now have to fight. Before we do, I'm putting Levioso back on. Get out of the way. And then time to wait for me spells to go again. Oh, I got sliced there. Okay. I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. Get out of the way. Right, so that deals with them. Now for the big ones. I've got one. No, it's gonna jump. Gonna jump. I would do that. Okay, so we can't just pull them to us. They're too big for that. I'm not fighting 2-on-1, so you can go down. And Expelliarmus seemed to work for like a second. Then he just summoned another blade. There we go.
That's unnerving. What's happening?
An archway has been made. Oh no, my gear slots are full. I didn't have enough room for everything. Damn you again. I guess the statues were what did him in, namely their pounce. I'd be more thinking it was their their little slash ability, but yeah, it was the statues that did him in. We got unidentified gear as well now. This we'll start to get when we get the room of requirements, we can actually use it or identify it. I'm going to get rid of those because they're only green. They're not that expensive. Black leather gloves, nice. And over here, Quidditch gloves. See, I don't think we picked up any splintered wand parts or anything, which is kind of a shame. So if we do suddenly give a wand back to Ollivander, we'd love to know where we got it from. And then once again, we've just made a portal out. Let's go. Run away.
The room is starting to flood.
Very perceptive.
How am I being protected?
So essentially, if Jackdaw didn't get beheaded, he would have just drowned.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here.
Do love the way your character says this magic. It's like it's not even their magic protecting them, it's just this magic. Right.
Can it be?
Can it be your Uber delivery arrived? No, sorry mate.
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention. And might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I will just say now, like, Peeves scattered these pages around when he caused chaos, right? Yet the book wasn't in the restricted section, it was in a place that only a ancient magic user could get to. So how the hell did Peeves get to it? Because it seems that even ghosts can't get to these places. Why is it called Map Chamber? Are you a seer?
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the Map Chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside. Those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well.
The dude's just speaking in riddles now. It's like he's going round in
We
circles.
shall speak again once the book is in place.
Okay, so now we have talents. And they have been building up since we leveled up. So I think since we got to like level... Yeah, we got like 10 points to use. And we can do this in different things. So, spells, we can have... Like, casting Incendio unleashes a ring of flames around the around you. So it's now not only a close range attack, it also does a area effect. Accio can pull in more enemies. Levioso can levitate more enemies. Useful for groups. For dark arts, most stuff now applies a curse onto enemies. And obviously, cursed enemies take increased damage from this stuff, or even, like, with Blood Curse, dealing damage to a cursed target inflicts damage to all cursed targets. Very broken if you can curse a whole group and then fight. core is where I want to start with, though. Especially here. Hey, Sonny. So we're going to start with this one. So basic cast impacts reduce spell cooldown. So in other words, we can start getting our Accios and our Incendios back quicker. Let's do Spell Knowledge 1 to give us a second palette. That will allow us to have like 8 spells equipped and we can switch on the fly. Let's do Swift, so my dodge lets me move quicker or in different directions. And Protego for filling up the Ancient Magic. We can leave that for that. We have got stuff for stealth. I think I'm going to do both of these. So reduces to sorry, can't speak apparently. Reduces the detection rate on me and allows me to sprint while invisible. For dark arts, I mean, I don't have stuff that curses. Let's do spells instead. So let's do Incendio Mastery for the Fire Ring. I don't need Accio or Levioso. Let's do Blood Curse for cursing enemies. Let's do Expelliarmus to put a curse on them. And we get the Stupefy version. So now I can curse them with stuff, deal damage to all of them with stuff. Obviously, able to basically hold my own a little bit better. And there we go, we have another palette, which I'm just instantly going to fill it with all of my utility spells that I've got. And we can literally change that on the fly now. Feels a bit better. Also, what blinking pedestal? Oh, this thing. I wouldn't call that a pedestal. I mean, that's part of the arena. And now we exit back into Hogwarts.
I found the pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
How nice to see you, my friend.
Okay, so let's go and grab this chest. 500, thank you. Also, this isn't much of a sprint. It's more of a quick hobble.
Lumos. Lumos.
Turn it off, thank you.
I'm back at Hogwarts. I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book.
Still need more stuff for my gear. I'll come back to that one. So, I'm gonna have to visit a shop, because I need to sell stuff now. Although we do get to see a statue of a dragon while we're here. Sleeping dragon statue.
You need to learn the Pulsar, the banishing charm. Useful for pushing objects or adversaries away. Complete the required tasks and meet me in my classroom.
Okay, so Professor Sharp can teach us the Pulso now. Which will be useful. I think above all else at the moment, I really do need to go to sell some gear. Urn of Ashes. Is it enough? No, it's going to keep us right on the edge. Well, I don't know how to get that then. I mean, I thought hitting in would be the idea, but obviously not. I'm in the North Hall. I have no idea which corridor that is. Okay. What is our current objective? Flying class is our current objective. I like the way that we're not even going to go back to Ollivander and tell him about the wand. Follow the butterflies. That leads you to Sank House. They usually lead you to treasure. I do need to go back to a shop though, because I do need to sell stuff. So, unfortunately, I will have to use a fast travel to get to Hogsmeade. But hopefully, after flying class, I should go and purchase a wand. Not a wand, I've got a wand. I mean a broom. And then I should get the quest for the room of requirements. Wait, I saw a page. I saw a page. Page. Got it. And level 50. With one more talent. And I see that. Perfect. Let's have a quick into my talents. So I've got this one more point. So room of requirements. For each Chinese chomping cabbage thrown, a second chomping cabbage is generated and released at no extra cost. So I think that just basically means I can have 6 out at once. The Endurance Potion. Stealth. Core. You know what? I'm going to do this one early and get both the spell knowledges. Because then I can at least just go and put spells on that rand when I've got them. 32. Perfect. Nothing else appears to be... No, everything else seems to be worse, so... Definitely not worth those. So in that case, let's go sell them.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here.
Don't need to look, my good sir, I just need to sell. And I'm just going to sell up until I get to that mystery one. Because I kind of need that for...
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
The room of requirements, I believe. Because that is something you're taught. Right. Let's get back over the Hogwarts. Particularly the flying ground, which we'll do from here. It's like, I know I said I wasn't going to use fast travel, but running from Hogsmeade to Hogwarts and back again, and all the stuff for the Jackdaw quest, that's going to take us way too long. So, now we're going to come out and wait for flying class. It's good to know they leave all their brooms out overnight.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clockton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class. The goal of today
That's the
is
only
to
class you
impress
actually
all
get
of
to them say hello to.
on a broomstick safely. As broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation.
This, I fear, some of you have forgotten.
Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Not a fan, I take it?
Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
Thank you.
Now, your turn.
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
See, you'd think 5th years, they wouldn't be just arguing with the broom, they'd be able to just summon it straight up automatically.
None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once.
Okay, so we get a bit of flight practice now.
For your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Right. Now, we should just have to go through more rings at this time. We can move a bit faster though now. But we do get to... go around Hogwarts now.
Did anyone else see that?
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
Yeah, that's sank. Each year seems to have a different way of getting up to Hogwarts from the train station. And we get to see the squid, or at least some of his tentacles. There we go. That's all you kind of get though.
That wasn't too bad.
Have a moment.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We met in the common room. I'm Everett Clopton. So, care to join me for a bit of high-flying fun?
That sounds like we're going to get in trouble.
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
Oh, I don't even get a choice apparently.
About to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
Yeah, you can literally just see him like the Shire from The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings.
Handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
So if we hold LT now, we get that burst of speed he mentioned, but it needs time to regen.
magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
There's the whistle.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back.
Yeah.
Looks like there's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms.
And where have you two been?
Uh-oh.
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions.
Wow, that's Ravenclaw lost.
Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Love it. Tells us off, then tells us we did good flying. It's like, make up your mind.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Yeah, might as well. No
Losing a
regrets.
few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Okay, so that's that. I'll talk to you, don't want to talk to you. Is this going to throw up the quest now? Nothing's popping up and I'm worried. Anything?
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Not the one I wanted. What's this
Good
one?
day to you. I require assistance with a delivery and thought you might be interested. Please visit me at J. Pippin's Potions if you'd like to earn a few coins.
No, not that one either.
Please meet me in the 7th floor corridor.
There it is.
I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
That's the letter we wanted. Right. Let's put that on the waypoint. Rumor requirements. We learn conjuring spells and we learn all about it. So let's find our way up there now. Broom can wait. Confrigo and the Pulso spells can wait. Let's go and get the room set up.
I find it too distracting myself.
Just following these little blips on my mini map. Should do that really and follow the little golden trail so I know I don't get lost. Oh, I must have been going too fast and didn't have time to load it all. There we go. I will say one thing, if you do play this yourselves, don't underestimate the fast travels. Because they really do.
Can you help?
Yeah, they really do save a lot of time. So if you've got them, use them. Of course, you do miss quite a bit in between using them. But yeah, it just takes you forever to get around places otherwise. Especially outside of Hogwarts.
Professor Weasley? prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
She says well done, like we've done something on purpose. All we did was constantly walk backwards and forwards, stay in a place without prying eyes.
What is this place?
This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you've found it.
Oh, and he does.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Though the spells that we learn here are only usable in the Room of Requirements, because they help us to modify the room. So basically what we want, whether it's conjuring our spellcrafts, or other things.
Splendid. Cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Just like that.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on.
So there is a few things here that I want to try and grab as well.
Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that
I waited for you for ages. Perhaps you were assigned a few more inches of parchment than you expected. Let me know if you want to join me again. Sincerely, T.
Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
So essentially, she's going to rummage through nostalgia and leave me to explore this massive room all on my own.
Keep it down. Some of us are trying to rest. Rebellion.
And again, we're just going to keep using Evanesco to hopefully reveal the route forwards. Get a nice cup of tea there. Perfect. An identify neck item. We can use that for later. Have another cup of tea. Right. Get rid of that.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
No, not that's not helpful, you worthless pilot.
It just falls apart. And I've tried this, you can't repair it either, so you can't use repair on that. But you do get some nice little interactions around there. Little topiary bush gets fixed up. Get so much fluff the chain. Bit offended the room thought I needed a bath, cheeky thing. Like this version of the room of requirements, it's basically a dumping ground for everything. But as Professor Weasley said, the objective of the room of requirements is to give the person what they require. You see this in the movies, where it gives them like a place to find stuff, or a place to practice, or even a place to hide. But one thing that I don't quite see is I've never actually seen the room morph with someone in it. And that's what we see in a few moments.
You should summon your wits and find out.
Right, this one to pull that out of the way. If I can go through here. Cup of tea. Leave my British heritage alone. Right. This should be enough to pull this here. Hopefully I don't have the same thing happen that happened to me last time. No. You're going to be a complete and utter... Oh, you son of a gun. And this is why I need a Wingardium Leviosa, because then I can just move stuff. Did that pull it out of the way? No. Thing is, it's done really well. It's right in the way. But I can't get to it now. Let's do that. Can I move it with this? Thing is, you can't even come back to this little area either. I wonder where it went. It's just flown itself up there. Drop. Drop. Come on. Let Levioso wear off. That'll do. Right. Is that close enough? Come on. Oh, I had it. Yes, got it. Quickly, run away before the game realizes I've done it.
I hope that house elf can find us in here.
And here we go. Here's the final push. Now this, going through here, this will give us the room of requirements for our own use. And we get to meet Deke fully.
Yikes, careful!
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Nah, this is the old corpse, mate.
Honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke.
Was it? That's something you don't hear often. It's like students don't normally see the house elves.
Deke, would you be so kind?
Even in the books, like they thought, oh, it's all magic. Until like a later book.
Will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need. Just close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it.
The room will do the rest.
See, he says, imagine it as you precisely need it. It's like, well, if we precisely need it for this, that, and the other, it should have come equipped with it all. No, you just get a big open area. Also, again, I've never seen, like, you don't actually see the room do this with someone in it. Like, this is the only time that I've ever seen this type of thing. Like, I don't remember it in the books. It doesn't happen in the movies. So...
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. And it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand.
It's just like I lost that eye contact there somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. I think the poor guy's pathing is broke. Oh dear. Right, so yeah, here we can just identify stuff. You don't even have to choose what it does, you just see it on the side there identified. Just looking over my own head, Deke is still walking backwards and forwards. Keep going, buddy. You'll find that eye contact lens.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
So, now we get to conjure stuff. And this is what we need all that moonstone for.
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive.
No, it seems quite logical.
Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Okay, so is Deke? Where's Deke? Oh, he's over there. He's found his contact lens. He's now just stood at the top of the staircase. Right, that's me trying to shoot Zeke now. Sorry, Zeke. Deke? Deke? It's Deke, innit? Yeah, Deke. Right, conjuring time. So now we get a nice little menu, and this is where most of our stuff has been. And we can do decorations, everything here. So, potions. This is the one that we just... So, this is the one we now brought. This is the one we're going to use. And obviously, we've got the hopping pot here as well. And you can see it requires quite a bit of moonstone. So, and it just pops it in. You can rotate them. It's basically now just a building sim type thing. You can change the appearance of it. Yeah, that gothic one looks quite nice. You can also change the colour of them. There we go. So there's a potion station for the moment. And if we go herbology, we've got the potting table with small pot. and the potting table with 5 small pots. Again, we're just going to use what we got originally. Right about that way around. Colour-wise, we'll keep it black with that.
Use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deek will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
And now Deek's cleaning. Yeah, I don't want to ask any questions, just want to get on with it.
Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I mean, we kind of want all the spells, so yeah.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
So, yeah, it wants you to gather it, and it's like, I've already gathered so much of the thing from, like, going through here.
You requested, Professor.
So I think we're fine.
Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate the space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
So yeah, you can literally decorate the whole place. So like rugs. You can shrink them. You can make them grow absolutely massive. So we're just going to do a couple of small ones. And as long as you've got the moonstone for it, you can basically just conjure as much as you want within the space. I will get rid of these afterwards. Not a big fan of just conjuring the stuff that doesn't really do much for me. We're going to shrink that just so I can fit 5 on this wall.
Good work. Shall we move on?
So yeah, do that. Speak to Weasley again.
Everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
See, this one actually comes in a lot more handier because it doesn't just work on the items you conjure, it works on the room itself. So
just aim your wand at any...
I gotta put it on a thing yet, Weasley. So there you go. Puts us straight into this part. You can move it, adjust it. Again, we need room to do so. But so that would adjust the colour. I mean the size, there's the colour. And then I think do all 3 in one go.
Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture.
Yes, we can.
Designs on the floor or balcony.
So you can sort of highlight bits of the room. And then you can change it to what you want. See? And you can apply it to everything, so the whole room changes.
Don't you think? Deek, would you mind?
Of course, Professor.
Where is the
Showed
elf?
Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Where are you? Why are you in the dark, you strange elf?
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
And then obviously the last sort of thing you can do, you can change its sort of ambiance, as they say.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
And now the whole thing sort of shifts to give you that sort of appearance. It's not bad. The room is what you make it.
Quite a difference.
Deep light, it burns us.
Keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Yeah, and it's about to surprise us more by giving us more room. And then you think it's like, oh yeah, it's just this one little bit of room it's given us, that's perfect. No, 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 no. It's given us more. It's like we have more room. I feel like they could have done so much more with this room.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further,
that line there,
you
needed space for
You'll
spellcasting.
find more of them
You don't do any
inside and
spellcasting
outside the school.
at all.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it.
It gives you room for beasts. It gives you room for obviously your potions and your herbology. I mean, I suppose it's there so you can just make it as much as you want, but yours to your liking. But it gives you all this space and nothing really to put in it. Let's get rid of all of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Right. So let's go have a look down here. It's like we can get rid of all these pictures if we wanted. We could really make this whole room ours. But yeah, you got all this room here, and it's like you don't really do much with it. So, especially for the beginning, it's like, hey, we're just gonna throw it all up here. So, potions. Medium. Let's make a medium gothic. We can do 2 potions on this at once. Just gonna turn it slightly. You can disable snapping it to the grid if needed. We'll keep it a nice red, there we go. So that should allow us to make 2 potions. And then we've got this for the 5 pots, which we're just going to shove over here. There. There we go. So now we've got potion making. We just need mongrel fur for that. Need a lot more dittany for that. And obviously we've got herbology stuff, so we can make our dittany here. We can make our mallow sweet. We can make our knotgrass. And you know what? We'll put another knotgrass in there, and we'll put another dittany in here. So there you go. And we can just come back here now and basically get as much as we want. It just goes with however we need it. And the place will evolve more and more as we go. So next time you see this, it'll probably be that I take everything off the walls. I've taken out all the furniture. It would just be a blank canvas. It says we want to talk with
I'd
you.
like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Let's give it a natural, earthy look.
And earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Make it a bit more brighter in here.
Sounds perfect.
Because the moonlight one does make it a bit dark, too dark at times. There we go, that seems a bit more appropriate. But yeah, this is the room of requirements basically. This is what it's been turned into. It's just for what we need it for. Again, we've got chairs we can put down, other stuff that we can use. But yeah, we've also got the utilities, so we've got the desk of description, which was already here. You've got the enchanted loom, material refiners. So, material refiners sound like I do want to get, because obviously it produces moonstone. You can conjure 3 of those at a time. You can have 1 conjuring room desk of description at a time. So it does tell you how much you can have at a time of whatever. And then we got like composters here, you can have 3 of those. Chopping stations, you can have 3 of those. You can have 7 potting tables in total. And again here you can have 7 potion tables in 3 hopping pots. So, but yeah, it's not a bad room, it's not a bad way of using it. I just feel they could have done a bit more with it. Meh. What can you do, eh? Let's have a look at this gear that we unlocked earlier. Like here you go. Scarf, legendary, 45 for fence, so we have that one definitely. It's got a trait slot level 3 and it's got a level 1 scorching in it. And that basically means we do increased damage with Incendio. So that will come in handy. I don't think you can remove those traits. I could be wrong. But, yeah. If you want to kind of get a boost, you kind of get those and you boost yourself up. And like I said, you can get like ones for herbology, which just allow you to throw in as many Chinese chomping cabbages as you want. Also, I really wish when you change stuff, it would actually keep your preference on it. But hey ho. So yeah, like decorative stuff, it's fine, but it really doesn't do much other than be decorative. So here you can see them producing at their own rate. So like that's grown up, this should grow up in a few seconds. That's grown again. There you go. So yeah. Idea is just to remember to come back here now, from time to time. Whether that's to check on your plants and collect the resources, any potions you might need. And yeah, I think the room kind of stays here. As you walk away, you can see it fade off. And as you come closer, it will come back out. But you're never going to get that maze anymore. It's just going to take you straight to where you want to be. Okay, I'm in the astronomy tower. Let's have a look at our quests and see what we've got. So, Shadow of the Undercroft. We'll get Confringo. Acquire and use a Focus Potion. Acquire Maxima and Endurance Potion and use them simultaneously. Wasn't there a potted plant you left? Oh, bugger, yeah. Yeah, there was. Map. That should be Grand Staircase. No. Library Annex, Greenhouse. And I'll just fast travel back without thinking. I was actually meant to try and set a marker for it, and instead I've just fast travelled straight down there. Great. Yes, there was Dittany. We left Dittany on the potting bench. But again, now you can see that it has fully grown. You can collect it, and it just restarts growing again. But I will empty this pot, because I'm never going to be using this one. I'll always forget it's here, that's the problem. As you've just reminded me, thank you very much. I'll never remember it's here. So all my stuff will be grown in the room of requirements. Again, do need to sort of go through and see what's left to grow. Need what money I've got. 1,900. Pretty sure there's a shop in Hogsmeade somewhere. Yeah, we've got these benches bought in. That'll give me the broom, or purchase a broom. What's this? J. Pippins. Where is it? Glad Rags. That's the Beast Supply. Magic Neep. I feel like I've lost a shop here. Yeah, I'm not seeing a shop that I need. Hog's Head. Magic Neep. Well, that's odd. Beast byproducts. No, because that's not beast. Ah, there it is. Dogweeds and Deathcap. A plant shop for all sorts of magical flora and seeds. That's where I want to go. Let's have a quick fast travel into Hogsmeade and have a look at that. Because if I can purchase Chinese chomping cabbages, then I can start growing those. Be very useful. Especially as I've only got 4 left out of what I had. And you can throw down 3 at a time.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself, though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Well, she's very cheerful.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
She's very Yeah. I feel like she shouldn't be running the shop.
What do you have for sale?
Let's have a quick
Well,
peruse.
we show you some of what's available.
So, venomous tentacular seeds needs a large pot. Mandrakes need small pots. Ah, bugger. Chinese chomping cabbages need medium. I mean, I could purchase them. But, I mean... Balance the ability to grow Chinese chomping or medium pot. Right, let's just buy the seed. I've still got 1,300 left. If I quickly run back over to the spellcraft shop, see if we can purchase a medium thing. Page, we'll take that. Thank you. Also, feel like they could have done a tiny bit more with Hogsmeade, especially at night. It's like nothing's going on. You could have had maybe some of the Ashwinders come into town. Maybe have some type of weird confrontations with them. Like if they try to get you, you can fight back, you can run away. It does feel that they just, as soon as they got the main game in, it's like, yeah, we're just going to drop here now and nothing else means anything. What are these business hours? Yeah, there's no such thing as business hours here. They're open 24/7. They don't need sleep. Right, I need a potting table with medium. Potting table with 3 medium is 3,000. 2 medium. I could buy the smallest, which is just 1 medium. Yeah, I mean, that'll have to do for the time being.
Just the right thing, is there?
Don't think I can purchase anything else. Beast toy box. Potting table with 3 small. Nah, we'll leave that as it is.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I feel like there's no consequence for running around at night. Or doing anything at night. Right. One quick trip back to the rumor requirements. No, wait. Doesn't work like that now, does it? I gotta do secret rooms. It's given its own little section. Secret rooms. There we go, back in an instant. And as we can see, our Dittany's grown. The rest is now just growing. So that's Knot Grass, Mallow Sweet, Dittany. 10 Knot Grass, 5 Mallow Sweets, 10 Dittany. That's not bad. If we look at our potions now, we can do both sides. Yeah, let's produce Wig and Weld. It's only going to take like 15 seconds to produce. And let's get a medium table in here real quick. I mean, I could make a couple of medium tables actually. 1, 2, just squeeze in a third. There you go. Chinese chomping cabbage. 12 minutes to grow. Produces 1 in 12 minutes. There we go. Now we've got some little friends being produced ready to help us. And again, we can collect these potions. So yeah, this whole room is really useful. You just need to be able to put in enough tables to grow everything. And you need to be able to actually get everything in here. So, but yeah, you can grow small stuff in the medium and large as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, gonna have my own little greenhouse here by the end of this. Oh well. Right, I'm gonna end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, this room might change by the time you next see it, but I'll try not to do any quests off stream. But either way, let's give it a quick save while we're here, just to make sure. Save, save. Perfect. And there we go. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Unpaid interns to manage the stuff in here. We are the unpaid intern, I'm afraid. Everything grows in real time while the game's on, so essentially it's just a case of thinking, right, this is growing for 10 minutes, can we come back? This is growing for 12, can we get back here later? And the best thing is the seeds will constantly keep growing. So you'll collect one harvest and it just goes straight into growing the next. It won't be that it grows one lot and then because you haven't collected it's still growing the other lot and just builds it up. It won't do that. But it does mean that we can just come in, collect stuff, let it regrow again. Done. Potions, again, it's more of a select what you want before doing it. The only problem is you can't grow everything. So for instance, it wanted like Mongol fur. That's an enemy drop. Ashwinder eggs. Another, again, something you find. You can start getting those once the room allows you to harbour creatures, basically, because then you can collect from creatures. So, but it just a bit longer until we can get that. I'm not sure how longer into the game. We might have to do the beast class first, but yeah. After which, again, the room will basically be able to give us everything. So, but yeah. Anyway, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all next time. See you later.